There are many things in this world that history has never fully revealed. Some mysteries were buried deep beneath the earth, some vanished in the dust of time, and some still stand before us. Yet we fail to truly understand them. Sometimes archaeologists uncover a stone engraved with a language that no one can read. Sometimes they discover a temple built by people who supposedly had no tools. These are not just stories from the pages of history. They are whispers from the depths of time itself. In this video, we're diving deep into 10 of the most mysterious discoveries in history, mysteries that continue to baffle scientists, archaeologists, and explorers even today. So let's begin. Number 1, the Antikythera mechanism. Take a close look at this image. It looks like a corroded piece of metal, maybe part of an old machine. But can you guess how old it really is? 200 years? 400? Maybe 600? Wrong. Because this incredible device was built over 2,100 years ago. Known as the Antikythera mechanism, it was discovered in 1901 off the coast of a Greek island, inside the wreckage of an ancient ship. At first, no one understood what it was, but as scientists studied it, their jaws dropped. Inside this ancient relic were more than 30 intricate bronze gears, so precisely crafted that the device could predict the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. It wasn't just a calendar. It could forecast solar and lunar eclipses, and even track the dates of the ancient Olympic Games. But how could people create such a complex machine in an age without electricity, motors, or computers? That's the mystery. Was ancient Greek civilization far more advanced than we think? Or was this the surviving clue to a lost technology long forgotten by time? Even today, scientists continue to study the Antikythera mechanism. Each scan reveals new secrets about its precision and purpose. A reminder that ancient civilizations might have been smarter and more advanced than we ever imagined. Number 2, the Dead Sea Scrolls. The year was 1947. In the vast, dry wilderness near the Dead Sea, a Bedouin shepherd was searching for his lost goats. Out of curiosity, he tossed a stone into a nearby cave and was startled when he heard the sound of breaking pottery. When he entered, what he found changed the history forever. Inside the clay jars were ancient scrolls, documents thousands of years old, written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Today we know them as the Dead Sea Scrolls. These weren't ordinary writings. They contained ancient biblical texts, religious codes, and cryptic messages that redefined everything we knew about early human beliefs. Some scrolls were so fragile that even touching them risked destruction. Others were filled with writings no one could fully understand. Who wrote them? Why were they hidden? Were they the work of a secret sect, or remnants of a civilization lost to time? Every scroll raised new questions. Each one peeled back another layer of history. Even after decades of research, many parts of the Dead Sea Scrolls remain unsolved. But one thing is clear. They reveal that the story of humanity is far deeper and older than our history books tell us. Number 3, the Dendera Light Mystery. Ancient Egypt is full of wonders, but one of its most fascinating mysteries lies in the Temple of Dendera. Thousands of years ago, Egyptians painted magnificent artworks inside deep, dark chambers. But how did they light those rooms? There was no electricity, no torches, and no modern lamps. Yet, inside the temple walls, archaeologists found something astonishing. A carving that looks exactly like a modern light bulb. This strange image, now known as the Dendera light, shows a long, bulb-shaped object with a serpent-like filament inside, attached to a base that looks like a flower and held by a priest or deity. Some researchers believe it represents divine energy or spiritual light, but others suspect it's evidence that ancient Egyptians had access to some lost technology. To this day, no one has proven what it truly is. The Dendera light remains one of ancient Egypt's most debated mysteries, a clue that perhaps ancient science was far ahead of its time. Number 4, Göbekli Tepe. Hidden in the hills of modern-day Turkey lies Göbekli Tepe, a site so ancient that it rewrote the story of civilization itself. Discovered in 1994, archaeologists found massive stone pillars buried deep underground, forming what is now known as the world's oldest temple. Göbekli Tepe is estimated to be over 11,000 years old, older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, and built long before humans discovered agriculture or invented metal tools. The site contains huge T-shaped pillars, each weighing several tons and carved with detailed animal figures. But how did people from the Stone Age, without wheels, metal, or modern tools, construct something so advanced? Göbekli Tepe challenges everything we thought we knew about early humanity. It suggests that religion and architecture came before farming and settlement. To this day, excavations continue, and every new discovery adds another layer to this profound mystery. The Saqqara bird. Egypt has many secrets, but one of its strangest was discovered in 1898. In the ancient city of Saqqara, Archaeologists found a small wooden figure. At first, it looked like a simple bird, but experts soon noticed something unusual. Its wings were perfectly shaped for flight, and its tail resembled the vertical stabilizer of a modern airplane. This 2,200-year-old artifact was named the Saqqara bird. Was it just a child's toy, a sacred symbol of flight, or proof that the ancient Egyptians had knowledge of aerodynamics? When modern engineers recreated its design, the model was actually capable of gliding through the air. Coincidence or ancient science? The truth remains lost to time. The Rosetta Stone. Imagine discovering a stone that unlocks the language of an entire civilization. In 1799, near the village of Rosetta in Egypt, French soldiers unearthed a large black stone. It didn't look like much, but carved on it were the same inscriptions written in 3 different scripts: hieroglyphic, Demotic, and ancient Greek. This was the Rosetta Stone, the key that allowed scholars to finally decipher ancient Egyptian writing. For centuries, no one could read hieroglyphs. They were seen everywhere, on temples, tombs, and pyramids, but their meaning was lost. Using the Greek translation, a French scholar named Jean-François Champollion decoded the hieroglyphs in 1822. It opened the door to understanding one of history's greatest civilizations. Even today, the Rosetta Stone remains one of the most iconic artifacts in human history, a reminder that sometimes one discovery can change the world forever. The Phaistos disc. In 1908, in the ruins of the ancient city of Phaistos, on the island of Crete, archaeologists discovered a strange clay disc buried beneath the earth. It looked ordinary at first, but as they brushed away the dust, they found it covered in mysterious symbols arranged in a spiral pattern. This artifact, known as the Phaistos disc, is believed to be over 4,000 years old, and no one has ever been able to read it. The disc is covered with human figures, animals, and unknown shapes, symbols that don't match any known language or writing system. Some believe it's a religious artifact, others think it's a message from a lost civilization. But one thing is certain, the Phaistos disc remains one of the world's most cryptic puzzles, still unsolved after more than a century. Stonehenge. In the green fields of England stands a prehistoric monument known to all, Stonehenge. Giant stones, each weighing between 25 and 40 tons, stand arranged in a perfect circle. Some are upright, others lie across the top, like bridges. But the real mystery is, how did people 5,000 years ago move and arrange stones weighing so much? Especially when some came from quarries over 250 kilometers away. Stonehenge appears to align perfectly with the movements of the sun, especially during solstices and equinoxes. It might have been an ancient calendar, place of worship, or even a site for astronomical observation. Whatever its purpose, Stonehenge remains one of humanity's most enduring enigmas, a monument to intelligence and spiritual depth far beyond its time. The Voynich manuscript. Some mysteries are so strange they defy logic itself. One of them is the Voynich manuscript, a book no one has ever been able to read. Discovered in 1912 by a bookseller named Wilfrid Voynich, this mysterious text contains over 240 pages filled with unknown symbols, drawings of plants that don't exist, and illustrations of women interacting with strange machinery and star charts. When experts tried to analyze it, they found that the writing followed the patterns of a real language, but it was one that didn't match anything known to humanity. Was it a scientific notebook, a coded message, or something not of this world? Carbon dating shows the manuscript is over 600 years old. Even AI systems have tried to decode it and failed. Some say it's a hoax, but the structure of the writing suggests it's something genuine and deliberate. The book remains locked in mystery at Yale University, studied by thousands who hope to one day break its code. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang. In 1974, a group of farmers in China made one of the most astonishing discoveries in history. While digging a well, they stumbled upon life-size clay soldiers buried underground. Each one had unique facial features, postures, and armor, as if real soldiers had been turned to stone. They had found the Terracotta Army, part of the vast underground tomb of Qin Shi Huang, China's first emperor. It's believed that over 8,000 statues guard the emperor's resting place, each crafted with incredible detail. But the most mysterious part, the emperor's actual tomb remains sealed. Legends say it's filled with rivers of mercury and traps to protect its secrets. No one has dared to open it yet. Perhaps one day when science is ready, we'll discover what lies beneath. Until then, it remains one of the world's greatest hidden mysteries. Are these just coincidences or proof that ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we can imagine. From strange books to lost technologies, from temples buried for millennia to artifacts that rewrite history, each mystery is a window into a forgotten past. If you enjoyed this journey through time, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more such mind-bending stories from around the world, because sometimes the truth is stranger than history itself.